The more you practice, the better you get, the more freedom you have to create. Don't think in the morning. That's a big mistake that people make. They wake up in the morning and they start thinking. Don't think, just execute the plan. The plan is the alarm clock goes off, you get up, you go work out, get some. Most of us aren't defeated in one decisive battle. We are defeated one tiny, seemingly insignificant surrender at a time that chips away at who we should really be. One of the key qualities a leader must possess is the ability to detach from the chaos, mayhem, and emotions in a situation and make good, clear decisions based on what is actually happening. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out, don't get startled, don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive, it means you're still breathing. Freedom is what everyone wants, to be able to act and live with freedom. But the only way to get to a place of freedom is through discipline. Leadership is hard, it's a skill, it's a technique. One of the best mental disciplines for people to implement is simply putting together a schedule or a task list and actually executing it. Write the list or the schedule the night before and then do what you said you would do. Life becomes much better when you do that. I eat steak primarily. That's pretty much what my diet consists of. Sometimes I supplement that with other steaks. I'm always reading the next book, taking notes, highlighting, researching, studying. It doesn't stop. I'm not a complete psychopath. Am I partially? Sure, I'll accept that. But I'm not a complete psychopath. If you have to stand and fight, you train yourself so that you're able to do it. Your success or lack of success is your responsibility. Even when you have a chain of command that you don't like as well, it's your responsibility to work with the up chain of command. Since the team understands that the leader is de facto in charge, in that respect a leader has nothing to prove, but in another respect a leader has everything to prove. Every member of the team must develop the trust and confidence that their leader will exercise good judgment, remain calm, and make the right decisions when it matters most. While discipline and freedom seem like they sit on opposite sides of the spectrum, they are actually very connected. When individual members of the team are highly disciplined, they can be trusted and therefore allowed to operate with very little oversight. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. A lot of times people have something that they're afraid of. They've got a client that's mad at them. They've got a project that's due, and they let that stress hang over their head. I don't let that happen. Just do some kind of workout. Doesn't matter if it's going for a walk around the block, going for a jog, doing some calisthenics, lifting weights, going to a pool and swimming, you name it. But do something that gets your blood flowing and gets your mind in the game. If I've got something due, I'm going to attack it. I'm going to attack that stress. Every day is a major balancing act that I have to figure out and coordinate. We have food all around us all the time, and if we haven't eaten for 3 hours, we think we're starving. You're not starving. Human beings can go for 30 days without food. One of the things I definitely think of as a driver of me is fear, and it's fear of failure, fear of being overtaken. Some people, they take their form of working out as a religion that they think is better than everyone else's. I'm not like that. If you have a better way to work out and you can teach it to me and I find it to be useful and gets me in better shape, I'm all about. It's a lose-lose situation to get in a confrontation on the street. If you can break contact and get away, break contact and get away. That's what you should learn self-defense for. SEALs are human beings. We may all have the same haircuts, but we aren't robots. Some SEALs are great people, some are not great people. Some have done unspeakably terrible things. You're dealing with different people, different dreams, different desires. When I checked into SEAL Team 1 many years ago, one of the things that I noticed was there was this old guy who was younger than I am today, who I decided that I was going to be like. I wanted to emulate what he was doing, and one of those things was he got to work before anybody else. We all have limitations. I don't have the right genes to be an Olympic weightlifter. I don't have the right genetics to be an Olympic sprinter or gymnast. Sure, if I trained my whole life, perhaps I could have become fairly decent in those sports. One of my direct subordinates, one of my guys that worked for me, he would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on. And he'd say, "Boss, we got this and that and the other thing." And I'd look at him and I'd say, "Good." The temptation to take the easy road is always there. It is as easy as staying in bed in the morning and sleeping in. But discipline is paramount to ultimate success and victory for any leader and any team. When a team takes ownership of its problems, the problem gets solved. It is true on the battlefield, it is true in business, and it is true in life. We all have a tendency to avoid our weaknesses. When we do that, we never progress or get any better. Don't worry about motivation. Motivation is fickle. It comes and goes. It is unreliable. And when you are counting on motivation to get your goals accomplished, you will likely fall short. If you get your ego in your way, you will only look to other people and circumstances to blame. Things won't get better dwelling on the past. Accept what has happened, then move forward. When things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Perseverance is also key to success in any endeavor, but without perseverance in combat, there can be no victory. Discipline starts every day when the first alarm clock goes off in the morning. I say first alarm clock because I have 3, as I was taught by one of the most feared and respected instructors in SEAL training. 1 electric, 1 battery-powered, 1 wind-up. It's not fun to get out of bed early in the morning. When the alarm goes off, it doesn't sing you a song. It hits you in the head with a baseball bat. So how do you respond to that? Do you crawl underneath your covers and hide? Or do you get up, get aggressive, and attack the day? That nice, soft pillow and the warm blanket, and it's all comfortable, and no one wants to leave that comfort. But if you can wake up early in the morning, get a head start on everyone else that's still sleeping, get productive time doing things that you need to do, that's a huge piece to moving your life forward. The moment the alarm goes off is the first test. It sets the tone for the rest of the day. The test is not a complex one. When the alarm goes off, do you get up out of bed or do you lie there in comfort and fall back to sleep? If you have the discipline to get out of bed, you win. You pass the test. There is one thing that gets you out of bed in the morning, and that is discipline. Because your dreams and your goals are not there waking up for you in the morning. I remember when I was a young guy in the SEAL teams, I was very afraid of making mistakes and looking stupid or doing dumb things and getting a bad reputation. If you continue to keep low performers on your team that are actually dragging the team down, you're failing the whole team, and eventually the whole team is going to fail. If it's stress of things that we cannot control, what you have to do is you mitigate that stress as much as possible. You've planned, you've trained, you've done everything you can in your power to mitigate the stress that's facing you. And then after that, there's nothing you can do. So you have to let that one go. Jiu-jitsu is probably the #1 activity that I could recommend to someone to improve their lives overall. It's really hard to guarantee things in life. I guarantee if you get up in the morning and you work out and you work hard, you will have a better day. 100% guaranteed. If you try and work out at 4:30 in the afternoon, how many people are going to chip away at that time? Your boss, your job, your work, your family, your other obligations that you might have. At 4:30 in the morning, all those people are asleep, so you can do whatever you want. Getting out of bed is like the foundation of the discipline, and I think it carries over into everything else. I would say there are some foods that I strongly recommend that you do not eat. One on that list, I believe, is donuts. Comfort food. 0 value. Don't eat them. Just on a practical side, if you wake up early in the morning, like at 4:30 in the morning, you're going to have some free time to yourself to make things happen, to take care of things that are important to you.